Today's tutorial video will be about this quilling angel. I will show you how to make it step by step. But there is a big question. She looks so tiny, and you can guess how tiny she is. I will reveal the answer at the end of the video. Let's start with her dress. In this quilling project, I'm only working with 3mm paper strips. As you can see, I'm gluing some paper strips together to get a longer one. You need a paper strip which is 150 centimeters or 60 inches long. Now I'm using my slotted quilling tool to roll the paper strip into a huge coil. Don't forget to apply glue at the end. For the next step, you need a quilling mold. But before you start working with the quilling mold, try to shape the tight coil with your fingers into a dome shape, and then shape it on the quilling mold. I highly recommend you to do this if you work with 3mm paper strips, because in this way the tight coil won't fall off. And believe me, it could be really annoying if it fall off and you have to make another tight coil. When you are working on the quilling mold, press the tight coil gently on it to get exactly the same shape. Once you get a dome shape, turn it around and apply glue on the inside. Don't hesitate to use more glue than usually, cause this will make it sturdy. And when you are done, put it aside and let it dry completely. Now let's go on with her arms. You need a paper strip which is 15 centimeters or 6 inches long. Just make a tight coil. And then use a pen to make another dome shape. Pay attention, you have to make 2 of these dome shapes for the arms. Don't forget to compare both arms at the end. They must have the same length. Like I made before, apply some glue on the inside to seal these shapes and let them dry. Now we can go on with her hands. You need a 15 centimeters or 6 inches long paper strip for her hands. Make a teardrop shape out of a tight coil and pinch the tight coil on the side where the end of the paper strip is. In the next step, I will make her head. I'm using a 60 centimeters or 24 inches long paper strip. Here comes a very important tip for you for making quilling dolls, so listen carefully. I don't want the center hole of the tight coil in the middle of her face. That's why I use the slotted quilling tool just to curl the beginning of the paper strip. And then I've rolled the paper strip with my fingers very tightly. This is the secret how to make a tight coil without a center hole. For the next step, you need the quilling mold again. Start shaping the tight coil on a bigger dome shape and then go to a smaller one. Make 2 of these dome shapes. Seal them from the inside and glue both dome shapes together to get the head. In the next step, I will show you how to make her hair. I'm cutting a paper strip into small pieces. They are approximately 5 centimeters, 2 inches long. Use your quilling needle to curl one end of the paper strip. And then roll the other end of the paper strip with a slotted quilling tool. But be careful, don't roll it till the end, you have to make an S shape. Apply some glue on the coil so it can't open up. I made 7 of these curls to cover her whole head. Attach 3 of these curls on the back of her head, 2 on the right side of her face, and another 2 on the left side of her face. Now I'm making her halo. It's just a simple ring coil. You can use the handle of your slotted quilling tool to roll your paper strip. The paper strip that I'm using here is 25 centimeters, 10 inches long. Apply some glue on one side of the ring coil and attach it on her head. It's time to make her wings. I'm going to make a tight coil. Instead of using my slotted quilling tool, I'm using my quilling needle to roll the paper strip. In this way, the tight coil will have a bigger center hole. And this is important to make a teardrop shape out of a tight coil. It is easier to pinch one side of the tight coil to get a teardrop shape when the center hole is bigger. Before you make the teardrop shape, serge the end of the paper strip and pinch the other side. As you can see, I need a lot of force to pinch this tight coil, and without the bigger center hole it could be impossible. We have done all the quilling shapes we need, but let's add some acrylic paint to decorate them. I'm using a metallic acrylic paint. You can also use glitter glue or something like that, but please use something that will make it shine. Apply the paint on the first paper strip of her dress, of her arms, and on the edges of her wings. And then put everything beside and let them dry. So this is the last step. We can finally put all parts together to get our angel. Stick the hands into the arms and let them dry. Put some glue on the top of the dress and then attach the head. Before you go on with the wings, be sure the glue is dry and her head can't fall off anymore. Cause you have to hold the wings on her back for about 2 minutes till the glue is dry. Don't rush on this part, you have to be very patient. Now here's the final step. Attach the arms to the body and she is finished. But pay attention on her shoulders. They have to be on the same height. Before I show you how tall this angel is, I want to say thank you for all the support. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And there she is. What do you think? Isn't she cute? Now here comes the big reveal. She's not bigger than my thumb. Actually, the half size of my thumb. And that's around 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches. And the diameter of this quilling ornament is just 2 centimeters bigger. If you haven't seen this video, just click on it right here.